Hi, I wanted to talk to you about how God uses people in mysterious ways, and why sometimes you don't understand the things that you do, and then when you see the result, you go, oh, that's why. I had a meltdown this week. It was because I'd been putting in so much work on my project for podcast, and I realized that for as much work as I was putting into it, perhaps not enough people were listening to it. It was more my frustration about how do I get the word out there about the podcast than it was about people listening to it from my group, the OSM. But still, for me, it was out of the ordinary for me to just melt down. And especially for me to write it down. And that was unusual for me. And I'd been praying an awful lot. I'd pray for God to help lead someone to me that could benefit me spiritually and give me some ideas on how to accomplish a lot of things, especially here on Sing a New Song. So after I had my meltdown, I had two people of my group reach out to me. And one of them was a minister who'd stepped away from ministry. And another person was a Christian who just wanted to lend a heart and hand to me, which I appreciate more than ever, because it kind of tells me who I can go to in my time of need. Anyway, the person that had stepped away from the ministry, I found had been going through so much themselves. And in the process of discussing things, found out just exactly where they stood in their Christian life, as well as me being able to relate where I am in my Christian life, and how much I wanted to serve God. In the process, one of the things that I did, and I probably shouldn't talk about it, but I will because I think I'm supposed to, is I didn't have a whole lot of things that I could give God, anything that would mean anything. And I feel like if you're going to give God a gift, some kind of a sacrifice, that you should give Him the best thing that you could possibly do. And the only things I had to give God were to give Him back my voice for music and to give my art to Him as well, because those are the two things that I'm the best at. And I wanted to have His input into my life, and so I gave Him back to Him. And I had no regrets, no looking back or anything like that. And then I found out that this person who came forward had gone through something very, very similar. And that kind of strengthened my own heart a lot. And I realized that maybe I had gone through that whole process of the meltdown was to connect with this one person. Because what happened during that conversation was I saw this one person go from, yeah, I've stepped away, to start giving me real advice in the Spirit. And I thought, this isn't about me at all. This is about trying to make sure that this person stays on the path. And so it just thrilled me to pieces to be able to be a part of God's work. Also made me feel very, very guilty about putting anything down about me being upset. However, knowing that God had a purpose for it made everything so much better. So here's my message to you. Sometimes we don't know why we do the things that we do in our life. We don't know how, when we actually throw like a pebble into a very quiet body of water, the kind of ripples that it'll make. And I want to give you a word of encouragement, because God's got a plan for everything. He definitely has a plan for everything. And even though we don't know what it is, He knows where you're supposed to be led. And from this conversation that I had, I truly felt that God had put me on the right track. And in the process showed me that don't get crazy when I give you something to do or something to say, or that you react in a way that's foreign to you, because perhaps I'm kind of leading that. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I wanted to tell you that, because I know a lot of people go, I don't know, that's just completely not like me. Maybe God's trying to give you a message in a way that will affect not only you, but someone else in their life and their spirituality. So please take this word of encouragement as one of a lesson learned myself. It's not all about me. In fact, it's never all about me. My life is now all about what God wants me to do. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'm praying for every one of you, and I thank you so much for being a part of Sing a New Song. God bless you.